Make lifestyle choices to enhance your well being. This is Natural Inspirations. You are listening to Natural Inspirations Podcast, the show where we have conversations with local natural health experts on the Space and Treasure Coast. Welcome to episode 37. I'm Chris Urquhart. Today, we're talking to Bob Lemon about cryotherapy and how it can reduce inflammation and enhance whole body health.
Hi, Bob. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi there. How are you?
Good to have you. So today we're talking about cryotherapy and how it can enhance whole body health. When I first heard cryotherapy, I thought, wow, this sounds like that cool, really leading edge kind of thing, but applied to health. So I'm excited to learn more. Can you share with me a little bit about cryotherapy, kind of what it is and how the theory behind its application?
Absolutely. Cryotherapy literally means, cold therapy. You're exposing the body to sub-zero temperatures for up to 3 minutes. And during that time, we're actually targeting a skin temperature drop of 30 degrees. Not your whole body, just your skin. And when that happens, you're engaging the mind as well as the body. So first pass, we get a reduction in inflammation, but by engaging the mind, we go into the fight or flight response, and release of endorphins takes place, which triggers dopamine receptors engaged in the body as well, or opiate receptors, I should say. So it's an extremely holistic process in that you're using cold to trigger a positive response in the body to help you with your aches and pains. Essentially, endorphins are hormones or chemical messengers that the body produces to relieve stress. So there's a lot of anxiety released with this, pain at the same time. And so you're getting, you're able to increase your range of motion by reducing the inflammation, but at the same time, you're suppressing the pain that's caused by the inflammation, but also a subtle pain reliever with the endorphin release.
That's
Does that make
amazing.
sense?
Yeah, that's kind of a lot to chew on all at once. Let's dive in that a little bit more. I mean, you're talking about dropping your skin temperature. The experience when you go in and you feel that, is that just give you a rush, or does it, make you feel fatigued when you come out because you've been really cold? What's the experience?
It's a little bit of a rush, but as they say in Vegas, it's a dry heat. This is a dry cold. So actually, jumping in 70-degree water in the ocean feels, a lot more challenging than this does. You go in there, we give you, the proper attire, and you're listening to your favorite song at the same time. So it's an energizing experience, and it's not something, it's all been experimentally designed that it's safe, so you're not in any way harming the body by doing this. So it is exhilarating.
Exhilarating. I like the sound of that. I understand it's popular with athletes to maybe recover from injuries. Do you find that injuries respond well to cryotherapy?
Yes, absolutely. We had a young lady come in yesterday, in fact, that had pitched all weekend in a softball tournament, and her upper back and shoulder was bothering her. And she knew right away when she got out that she was experiencing relief. And it was suggested to her by her future coach at Duke University, where she's headed on a full scholarship. So she came in and tried it out for the very first time and was pleasantly surprised to feel so good on her way out. But yeah, it's become very popular with athletes, and it's got that connotation. But a good chunk of our new customers here are, I don't want to say elderly, but the mature population, where we're starting to feel those aches and pains just from everyday life associated with aging and maybe former injuries, arthritis. It was originally developed in Japan for arthritis and fibromyalgia.
Really?
In 1978. And it first came to America, though, not until 2010. And now it's kind of exploding as as a anti-aging movement, if you will.
Yeah, which kind of is, I was just thinking, I've read that it works for skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema. How exactly is it I'm thinking blood to the surface of the skin. I mean, how does it work with skin conditions?
Yeah. Well, it's good for the skin in a couple different ways. It suppresses that autoimmune response that's causing the psoriasis or eczema. And we have countless examples of testimonials there. But also from a beautifying perspective, it triggers collagen and elastin in the skin. And those are the things we need to get to smooth out our, nice lines we get around our eyes and our smile that eventually become known as wrinkles. We stop producing collagen around the age of 30 in our bodies naturally, and this is a way to kind of trigger it through an energetic process from cold to get it back to the surface of the skin.
So we can relieve our aches and pains and anti-age at the same time. That sounds like a pretty good setup to me. Just thinking. Yeah. And so does it also increase your metabolism? Does it impact like weight loss in that regard, or just how you feel?
To an extent, because you're going to go in there, you're experiencing the cold, and what does your body do when it gets cold? It tries to warm itself up. So you're increasing the circulation, you're getting your metabolism revved up, and they've estimated that you'll burn an additional 500 to 800 calories on the day that you do a session of whole body cryotherapy. So yeah, it certainly supports it. It supports you if you exercise and you feel pain from, exercising to lose weight, but also you're going to burn a few extra calories just by getting in that chamber and, experiencing the challenge of the sub-zero temperatures up to minus 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's got a lot of wide-ranging benefits all in one package. Do you find there's other therapies that work in conjunction or work well with the cryotherapy experience?
Yeah, all of our passes or memberships include infrared sauna and compression. And once you're done with your cryotherapy session, you'll want to utilize those to, again, aid the circulation and possibly use other methods to help relieve the soreness in your body. But specifically, we've recently created what I'm calling the longevity protocol. And we use the red light therapy or photobiomodulation machine that we've got, which eliminates oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is what causes inflammation. And then we couple that with the whole body cryotherapy to attack the oxidative stress. So really triggering a healing response, and then a reduction in the inflammation and the endorphins to create a wellness and feel good response. And then we finish that off with pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, another mouthful.
Yeah.
But PEMF is all about aiding your circulation, delivering blood to all of the areas of the body that need it. And, our bodies are electromagnetic, and we're literally recharging the body's electronic system by doing a session of PEMF and, increasing blood flow to all aspects of the body.
We've talked a lot about so far, we've been talking in the context of whole body cryotherapy, but do you also offer targeted therapy to say you just injured one specific part of the body?
Yeah, absolutely. Number one, the machine isn't for everybody. It does have we have the whole body unit, and it will attack all areas of the body, but some people just aren't going to want to expose themselves to that, or maybe they want to double down and they've done the whole body, but they want to put a little extra attention on their shoulder and have a longer lasting effect. So we do local cryotherapy, which is basically a hose with the liquid nitrogen air flowing out of it. It's still at the minus 200 degree temperature range. And again, we target at least a 30-degree skin temperature reduction so that we know we're getting all the inflammation out of the area, getting that range of motion back. And so that's great for ankles, even knees, elbows, any kind of itis that people might have in their bodies. But we also do the local cryotherapy for, again, a beautifying aspect, when the same exact machine that you would be using to help increase range of motion in your joints could be applied to our neck, our scalp, to tighten up the skin on our heads and faces, and then again around the face to tighten up those lines by triggering collagen and elastin in the facial area. And recently, a study was completed on a number of patients where they completed 2 cryofacials per week for 5 weeks. And some of the changes that are typically temporary or last a number of days started to become permanent changes in their face as far as, the smoothness and the texture of the skin. So it's, kind of an amazing thing when you're using cold to trigger all these positive changes in our bodies.
So a cryotherapy facial.
Yes.
I like it. It's non-invasive, no recovery time, right? Yeah.
Right.
So do you think
Fast.
people see a difference after one treatment, or do they probably need a pass to come back for a series of treatments, or
So
how
you
do
will,
you approach
you
that?
will absolutely notice that it's working after one treatment. You'll feel, from a pain relief perspective of the whole body cryotherapy, when you're exiting that chamber that you feel better. With the facials, you'll see a difference that day. But what I'm saying is with the repeated use, you sustain those benefits and they start to kind of take shape, and your body, recognizes a new normal by making them part of your, quote unquote lifestyle.
That's awesome. You mentioned before that you, as people came in, you gave them some things to wear. What are the kinds of things that you do, and are there any risks if people are wearing the wrong thing?
Yes, we do provide proper protective equipment so that you have an absolutely safe session and don't experience cold in the extremities of your body where they might be prone to any kind of, too much exposure. But we provide socks and slippers, shorts and a bra top for the ladies, gloves, and then a face mask so you're not breathing in the ultra cold air. In our machine, your whole body goes in, and you'll wear you'll also have a robe, which you'll take off before you go in, and then we'll give it back to you when you come out. But you'll be protected while you're in the machine from, in those more sensitive areas, if you will. And again, as long as the body gets a 30-degree temperature drop, really anywhere in its body, you're going to get a majority of these benefits because it kicks in that whole fight or flight response that sends out all the good endorphins and feel-good chemicals into our bodies.
You get that nice little boost when you come out.
Right.
Yep. Well, thank you so much, Bob, for sharing all of your expertise and for bringing these exciting technologies to our area. It's really awesome. We appreciate your time today.
We're excited to be part of the community, and thank you for having me. I'm appreciative and grateful for helping me, get our message out. And we're here to help athletes, people looking to look and feel better. Anybody that's just looking to get out of pain. And, another thing I just want to mention, these are all legitimate alternatives to opiates. They're plaguing our society in many terrible ways. And if you're in pain, these get you off the couch and back into play, whereas opiates tend to have the opposite effect on too many people. So
Absolutely.
Something worth mentioning as part of our mission here.
Absolutely.
In general.
Thank you
you.
so much. And everyone listening, be well, stay connected.